Guys, tell me why my mortgage went from, don't judge me here, 3,200 a month to 5,600 a month. Backstory here is I was looking for a house back in 2022, and I put in offers on multiple homes. So we decided to go, I'm sorry, they got declined and they wanted 50 to 60 grand over asking price for the homes with no contingencies and all that kind of stuff. Long story short, I bought a new home with Ryan Homes. The worst decision I've ever made in my life, I swear to God, and I am paying for it till right now. Long story short, I'm actually selling that home right now. Bought a mortgage with Ryan Homes, and I am the last house that's built on this subdivision, the absolute last house. When I signed on the dotted line, my mortgage was 32 and some change. And I was fine with that because that's what I expected, the size of the home, X, Y, Z, yada, yada, yada. Come to find out that, again, I had a realtor during this time, but with new construction, Ryan Homes doesn't pay the realtor a commission. So I was like, well, okay. I'm not going to ask him to come in and do any kind of work because he's not going to get compensated for it. So I let him know what I was doing, and then ended up being no realtor. So anyway, next thing I know, I get the first tax bill on the property with land. On the property with the home built. The taxes were $16,000. $16,000. So that, and that's not not the half of it. So I then go call, like, hey, is this right? Is this correct? Like, yeah, that's your correct property taxes. We're not sure why, but Ryan Holmes should did your estimate based off what your taxes could be on the home because you're the last home built. So there's plenty of comps in the area that they can use as, hey, your taxes could be this. However, they use taxes off the land because it's going to show you a cheaper mortgage. Okay, so I'm like, okay, so what do you have to do? Well, you got to pay them so your property taxes go up. Okay. The next part of this is that being that my property taxes will be this, and being that the property taxes were underestimated for that year of 2023, I believe it was. Now my escrow account is negative $11,000. My escrow account is negative $11,000 because Ryan Homes only used property taxes on the land. So now I not only have to get my current property taxes updated into my mortgage. Now I have the rears back taxes in my mortgage. People, when I tell you I almost lost my shit, I did lose my shit. I'm not gonna lie, I lost my shit. I completely lost my shit because this is something they don't tell you about new construction. And people will say, oh, you should have had your realtor, you should have had your attorney. And that, I guess I take the hit on that because I'm thinking I'm not going to use my realtor who I've been using to show me these houses because Ryan Homes, they don't pay a commission off the sale. So I'm like, man, that's not right. I'm not going to use my realtor to come in and do free work. I'm going to have to pay out of pocket for my realtor. And then yeah. So mortgage went from 32 to 5,600 a month. And I'm like, yo, this can't be right. So now I'm looking up property taxes in Libertyville and Vernon Hills on houses that are places, nicer areas than this. This is Antioch, Illinois. No knock against Antioch, but it's not Libertyville, it's not Vernon Hills. It's nothing. There's no restaurants. I mean, there is a few, but it's not built out like that. The infrastructure isn't in place like those places is. And I'm just kind of like, what the So, long story short, I know I said that before, but this fast forward. I'm sorry saying that. Fast forward. Unfortunately, the home that I thought I was going to be in for 7, 10 years that my kids would grow up in, I'm selling. I'm selling that home because we can't afford it. And I refuse to be house poor and paying for a house that I'm just trying to keep up with. There's no way possible I'm going to. And let me say this too: is that the mortgage would end up being, even if I didn't have the taxes in the rear, escrow account, the mortgage will still end up being. I did the math. It was like 4,000 something a month, right? Because my principal and interest was like 27. The property tax was like another 13 something. So it was like 4,100 a month. No, absolutely not. I refuse to pay $4,100 on a house, property taxes on that amount, and you don't have anything to go off of. So, yeah, guys, if you are thinking of doing new construction, if you are thinking going with a Ryan Homes, if you are thinking going with any new construction, any new development, specifically Ryan Homes, make sure that you look on that paper and it doesn't say, when it says taxes, make sure you ask them, is this property on the house after it's built what it could be or before? Because if you see something that says, unless you're in a different area, stuff like that, I get it. I'm in Antioch, Illinois. If you see something that's like $2,000 or $3,000, property taxes, make sure you ask them, hey, is this on before the house is built or after the house is built? Because they can estimate what your taxes are going to be based off what they sold you the house for, right? They can do that. So, will they? Probably not. But again, Ryan Homes, because you screwed me. You have effed over my life, and this has set me back tremendously. I did a lot of hard work to build my credit, save money for a home, and I just feel like I just gave it away because it's crazy. There should be something in the laws that says new construction builders should have to show you property taxes on what the home value, what your property taxes are going to be, because that would change everything. That would change your mortgage. That would change everything. And I would have told them, no, I'm good. I'm not buying this. I'm gonna keep looking. But it is what it is. Looking for a new home. Here's to chapter 2, starting all over.